Hello, my name is Abe and welcome back to hopefully a quick warm-up Dante run of Monster Train 2. Win streak of 6. Some of these wins have been very dangerous, but so far so good. We are melting Remnant Lazarus. Very interesting. Extinguish works pretty well with Reanimate, but I don't think there's any synergy between Reanimate and like being reformed. Resin block though, does resin block buff damage on a unit when they die or when they're reformed? Because if it's when they die, that would synergize with Reanimate. Pyre of Dominion means we're gonna be doing a draft. We have Damage, Shield, Cherubs, Pyre, Hunter, Archeon, Corruption, Dominion, Seraph. Burnout 3, Lady of the House, Graft, Vampires, Toothstain, Gwyn, Assistant, Molten Encasement, Extinguish, Applied Stealth 2. We are filled to the brim with units, oh my god. And we have no starter cards, otherwise we would have had, and we're Rector Flicker, otherwise we would have had Dregs and Mixers. We have no Mixers. So Sacred Wicks allows us to reform randomly. We could bring back Vampire's Tooth, Stealth, Burnout, Rector Flicker if we get a Burnout version of the Rector Flicker. Crushing Demise is pretty fun though, randomly kill enemy units. It's a decent spell. Memento Mori could be good as well. I'm just gonna take a Sacred Wicks as some way of gaining reform early. Surgical Strike, piercing damage, add a copy with, when slay, add a copy with ephemeral to your hand. Now can we repeat this effect? Can we slay, and get like a chain of, maybe if we upgrade it, free attacks in the deck? I don't know. We could also go for slay, gain, reanimate, Organ Harvester. Really good piece of equipment to get on big units that hit a lot and kill a lot. I'm tempted to take this, honestly. I know we have Vampire's Tooth, but we've never taken Surgical Strike. We could grab it. Or like Monster Pain, am I right? Pain. Could take Horrify, Retreat, Daze, but you know, let's take all the things that we've not gilded. I'll take a Wickless Tycoon. And this is tough. Plague Doctor is real nice. Hulking Mass though. He's never gonna get a kill. Well, we didn't take the equipment. I feel like Plague Doctor is where it's at right now. Plague Doctor is a nice boost of damage, and it's a 1-pip unit. They're both 2 cost. Because we have so many units, I think I'd rather go for the thinner unit, let's say. Friendly units gain rage when they lose burnout. Deployment, add a random graft unit to your hand. We have to pay for it, but graft units can be pretty strong. I will go for, I mean, we only have 1 burnout unit. Maybe we can burn out and bring back Sanguine Assistant and give him rage when lose. Let's add a random graft unit on deployment. And I think here we'll go for maybe the Burnout Rector. It gives us something to bring back with Sacred Wicks. But we don't have any like Dregs. We have nothing that has burnout except for the Lady of the House. If we take Resolve Reform, we could Resolve Reform Molten Encasements, get them back and keep applying more stealth, but Snail God says, I've broken the game hard with Hulking Mass. Dualism, Revenge, Gain Spikes, Permanent Rage. Yeah, dude, I like it. But I think we needed the damage more than we needed a Hulking Mass. I think we need damage, but it's tough because I don't know what the deck is gonna look like later. But let's see what we've got. So Pufferfish, Spiky Skin. On Revenge, gain Spikes 3 equipment. That's not too bad. I hate to do it like this, but I really want to kill the units. and get as much money as possible from the Wickless Baron. All right. I mean, all right. Let's get some more things out. Oh my god, we actually did get the Rector back. All right, wreck him, Ralph. Question, are you in the front or are you in the back? You're in the front, wreck him, Ralph. Dun, 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 dun. All right, I don't know how I like the run right now, but hopefully we'll build into something soon. Draft is nice. We have no real way of reforming them back, but it's a lot of damage. Molded, though, is just really nice. Holdover on a molded is great, so we can keep bringing it back, keep bringing back a stealth unit, keep bringing back our champion if they die. I think that's more important than a draft, even at the cost of garbage. I think I also like applying reanimate, but I don't like having 2 calcified embers this early. Let's go for life steal and damage with It's Alive. We can keep Rector Flickers alive, not Rector Flickers, but we can keep our Wickless Tycoons alive. Multi-strike and 1 pip. Also reanimate, I saw that. Pincushion and Meat Hook, equipped +3/+3 permanently. I mean, we could multi-strike him immediately, and we can give him 1, 2, 3 pieces of equipment per combat, probably. So he would gain +9/+9 each combat. That's not that bad. I also really like Meat Hook. I love that hook hand ability. Unfortunately, it's not going to work if the enemy is silencing us, but that's okay. Wickless Tycoon could also be 1 pip. We can fit more Wickless Tycoons on the floor. Tough call. Could also multi-strike a Plague Doctor, and then the damage buffs on her go even further. But we have to plan, I think, for the corruption. Equipment going on a Plague Doctor is not going to be ideal for that fight. We can bring them back with molding, but they will die to the corruption at some point. I mean, Pincushion is damage, and we can put multi-strike on him, which is really nice, and he can be really tanky by the late game. It's hard to say no to that. We don't quite have enough money to re-roll, though, so I might prefer to, like... If we reanimate a Molten Encasement, it'll die twice, which will give 4 stealth, which will actually keep the Wickless Tycoon alive a little bit more. And then we could also give them health to function a bit of as a tank, which is something. We could also just make the Wickless Tycoon a bit tankier, and then if we give them the... Now, all the grafting has to go on the Pincushion at this point. Well, not all of it, but we would prefer to have a lot of it. Reanimate's also nice if we end up picking up something like Dualism, but... I think we'll just put 20 health on a Wickless Tycoon. We have a lot of things we can put on that floor, and maybe we'll put a reanimate on a bomb, because I think that's fun. I did want to re-roll and see if we could get another big upgrade, but we just barely didn't have the money. We were killing a lot of units on the floors with the Wickless Baron. I think, though, we need to go harder on that. Now, do you play the Rector Flicker, or do you play the Pincushion to try to get more kills? Or do you let your own units die? Or do you wait and play a couple of Plague Doctors to get some unstable damage done? I'm gonna play Rector. And we're getting some kills. But we need capacity. Like, that's just clearly what we need. We need more output. So I think that's the play, even at the cost of playing units. Now I do need to play units because we need to, you know, buff him at some point. But we will survive for now. Still nothing has died. Taking 2, which means you'll die. Okay, seems acceptable. Now, I wonder if the spikes goes on the spiky skin. No, it goes on the unit, unfortunately. So we want to buff you, and we want to buff you again. That's not the units that I wanted to bring back. However, they're really good frontline fodder, so you know what? There you go. Look, we're gonna do some damage at least. Really, we just need to try to bring back the champion. We have a mold for it. As soon as we bring him back, you're dead. It's just the wickless tycoons again. What the heck? Well, I mean, I guess we'll do some damage. No. We can play It's Alive, then we can play the bomb. Pyre might have to do a little bit of work here. Okay, so we wanted you guys to be played. It's Alive first, then bomb. Please draw a mold. We didn't, but you're so close to death that I think a Plague Doctor will kill you. I wish I could kill my assistant and then keep buffing my pincushion, but that's not gonna happen. All right, we took like 2 damage. That's acceptable. The stealth really helped out there because we picked up stealth 4 from letting the tomb die. Plus 10 attack and burnout 2, descend, explosive. We don't really want to burn out our units, so I think that's a pass. I wouldn't mind taking more equipment, especially like a trample, gain rage on strike. Like, there's some power there. And we have so much money. We need upgrades. Dualism is what I was hoping for. Oh, right, but it doesn't work on Plague Doctor. Right. So that's Dualism and Titanite. I'll try. I'll try. So Dualism, I mean, Reanimate 2, Dualism, Stealth 4, Bomb is stupid. I love that. Dualism does not work on the equipment after it gets ungrafted. So really, it's just the bomb. I gotta say though, that's a real good unit. Holy heck. Let's buff up another Tycoon. A Reanimate Endless Bomb is not bad. Quicken plus 10. You know, that on Pincushion is also not bad. Be endless on the Tycoon. We'd have tanks that can come back. And I kind of like that because then we have like bombs can go on the floors that get corrupted on the Titan fight, and he can go out on another floor, and then when he dies, we just replay him. I wish Wishcraft worked with Endless Reforms as Gladeair. I mean, it makes sense that it doesn't because the equipment gets removed from the unit. It does. Like, I kind of agree with you, but it does make sense how it is. The way it is. I mean, if we have tanks and we have stealth, I don't care about being quick. I think I'd much rather have like a Reanimate Molten Encasement and an Endless Tycoon. Or we could even Endless this one and then he's applying Stealth 4 every turn. That's also acceptable. You know? It's not bad. Yeah, I think I like that. And then for the health, we'll put this on. I'll put it on the Tycoon. Come on, Alcove, give me something good. Graft a random equipment onto unit, gain a random graft unit. Oh, baby. So now you'll just get upgraded whenever you get equipped. Whenever I play you, you'll get +3/+3. That's perfect. Lava armor. It doesn't matter what we give him because as long as he's not silenced, he'll get the buff. God, we need so much more. We need capacity, we need energy, we have so many deploy units. Christ. Okay, so Tycoon. You don't do that much damage. Let's Rector. Just so that we can get some kills and get some money. Although, you know, Paraffin Thug in the back. Enemies have 65 HP down here usually though, so that's not really getting the kill. This will. 450. Yeah. Maybe do like a floor 2 Paraffin Thug. You know, we don't need both Wickless Tycoons here, but it is nice. Tell you what. We'll put a Tycoon, the champion, and the Paraffin Thug there. You will die when the boss spawns and hits you, and then we'll put out a pincushion maybe behind you to receive a lot of the buffs that we get, a lot of the cards. See, you have 65 HP. We're barely killing you, but we're doing no overflow damage. We need like the trample equipment on you, which you don't have. You have spikes, but if we put spikes on the Wickless Tycoon, it'll also eat up a lot of hits, which I like. Okay, so Tycoon, we're just gonna play you. Lady of the house, we're gonna play you. Gotta get rid of this calcified ember at some point. Haven't found a good turn for it. I hate that you're in the front. That was a bit of a mistake, but... Oh wait, you do have lava armor? That didn't work. He's supposed to... Grafting counts as an equip, so why does he not get the 3/3 and then the equipment is removed? Oh, because... I had this guy confused with the Hydra Horror, who removes the equipment when you put it on. This guy doesn't, he keeps the equipment when you put it on him. That's what's going on there. Okay, I'm caught up now. The only thing available for molding is a Plufferfish, which I don't care about. Let us play the assistant, have you die. And you know what? I guess we can play you. Like, just have you die. Okay, so we can put like a Vampire's Tooth on the Hydra Horror, and then he's just gonna be gaining lifesteal every turn. It's not bad. Okay. So we will... play you. Kill you. I don't have to kill you, you're gonna die anyways. I guess we'll play the equipment and give you more power. You're the final unit that I have doing any damage. Finally got our molten encasements. Oh, quiet you. Let's reform, see what we get. We did get a Rector. Let's put you you're all gonna burn out. I guess we'll play you here then. And Flufferfish can go down here and eat some shots and then die, which is perfect. Still have enough to play this. Buffing up on our multi-strike. At least we're stopping all of the damage from him, which is something that is important. Now we could purge the Calcified Ember, or we could get more equipment and start scaling him even further. Could also play the Plague Doctor. Might as well. We get a couple of assistants, which unfortunately I don't really have a place to play them here, which is where I would love to play them. So I'm just gonna end turn. Okay, we have infinite stealth down here, which means you're dead. I could have not played Surgical Strike. I could have actually killed, or sorry, the equipment. Could have played Surgical Strike here to gain money, but I would want this stat scaling, I think. We have enough cash. We got a lot of money from this. Look, it's a little slow, but it gets the job done. Friendly units gain spikes on summon and reanimate. Do I really care about spikes though? Consume cards to make a draft, then it's gonna burn out. Transfer buffs and debuffs and attack damage to the front friendly unit. I mean, if we do that on the Rector Flicker, we could transfer his health. I guess burnout is a buff technically, so the burnout would transfer. We could transfer stats to the Molten Encasement. All the money in the world can't buy a single +3/+3 on your boy. I mean, eventually, he's already a 33 times 243, and he's only gonna scale more at this point. That's pretty good. Friendly units gain spikes on summon and reanimate. It's like Molten Encasement. Like, we're not really building around the reanimate, we're building around stealth, if anything. The only thing I like is Brain Transfer. Even then, I don't know when we're gonna use it, but like, to kill an assistant, transfer the stats, get the equipment out of it anyways, it's not that bad. It's not, like, amazing. I honestly, I really don't like any of these, but I'm gonna take Brain Transfer because I think it is that good. And I kind of like Makeshift Golem as another tank. Pixely, thank you for the resubscription and thank you very much for being here today. How you doing, Pixely? Caw. I also don't think we need another Plague Doctor, and it's too late to... We don't want to buff 2 pincushions. I think we'll just take the Golem, and we need capacity. And then next we need energy. We could, if we get super lucky, we could get Flicker's Liquor. God, that would be good. An alcove, a bunch of health. Yeah, we'd get 22 out of the 24 available. Merchant of Trinkets, we have 500 gold. We could buy some stuff. I think you go right. Gain 5 gold when a friendly unit dies. Yeah. When an equipped unit dies, permanently add +4 to their equipment. So that works pretty well with the graft units, because that equipment will gain permanent stats. So that's 270. We'll have enough money for a reroll. Extinguish triggers an additional time. Oh my god, yes. Our tomb unit bombs are incredible. I was also hoping that maybe we could pick up a tomb units give you energy on death. relic, which would have been nice. But right now, double extinguish triggers means stealth 8 every time he dies. He has reanimate 2. It's pretty nice. Heal the Pyre on death or gain 10 health permanently, Bone Dog. I don't know. I mean, it's pretty early. We can almost certainly get the Bone Dog to live with our capacity. It's probably gonna be worth more than 25, maybe. All right, Burnout Flicker, I guess. 170 HP. It's hard to kill them before they attack. Which I want to do, because we also need to stop the bells from tolling. I would love the ability to play the Plague Doctors and just have the explosion kill them. So if we play Rector, Pincushion, Paraffin Thug, I think we can do enough damage to come close to killing the units we need to kill. Because it would be... we need to do 170 damage. That's 110. That's 170. I guess Paraffin Thug can kill whatever's behind. So it'd be like this. Alternatively, we could have the Rector Flicker wound them and try to kill everything on floor 2. They'll add garbage to my deck, though, if we don't kill them earlier, which is a bit of a problem. But we have a limit to the amount of damage we can do down here. It's hopefully enough. Let's see. You don't have 170 HP, you have 180. I hate when the game lies. It's always fights like 4 and 5 that are the most lying liars. And now we don't have room for the molten encasements either. You lying liars! I guess what you would do is you could brain transfer Rector Flicker. Is Burnout a buff? It is, okay. I wanted to test that. Again, I'm always confused because in Monster Train 1 it wasn't. I guess we will play a Molten Encasement. At least we can kill you. But we need to play our units with equipment and start getting that going. Sacrifice! I'm not killing you. I need to kill you. Bark, bark. Well, I guess Lady of the House can do some damage in Burnout in a moment, and Twisted Back, if I play him here, will die next turn. Now we need more units down here because we are lacking in damage. We're getting 2 kills. I guess technically a Wickless Tycoon would allow us to get a 3rd kill, but we're gonna be able to mold next turn. It would be a good time for the champ. You need the equipment. I hate that we might just take the bell damage. You know what? Can't even kill you. This is not a great fight for us, but I really thought we were gonna be handling other units. Not like it would have really changed much, but I do wish that the game was just a little bit better about that. Am I really going to take even more Pyre damage? Yes, I am! There we go. At least we got that done. Might as well play you and have you die. Might as well stop the damage, because we win. We got our Rector, doesn't matter. You know, we picked up a lot of money, and honestly, that's probably worth the, 20 damage. We healed 10 from the dog. It's not too bad. Final exam season is over, says Pixely. Next step is my internship over there in the US in September. I'm very sorry. Prepare for heat. Damage in days to an already damaged unit. Yeah. We need to go to a spell upgrade, but we still need unit upgrades too. We need everything. Remove equipment from a friendly unit, copy the unit. I mean, doubling down on pincushion will be really nice later on. Or we could copy a molten encasement as well. There's so many cool synergies with that, but man, our deck is expensive. I'm immediately coming here, like, yo, cheapen this deck up, please. -1 in spell chains. We could do double brain transfer. We can make a free surgical strike, which I actually like. Maybe even enough to make it intrinsic. So we can kill things immediately. Like weak first units that come out there, we can just start icing them. But then again, we'd maybe like to have our units on other floors that we can kill with that too, like molten encasements, the assistants. We don't need to spell chain it, because it's pretty much built in. A spell chain mold is fun. Like, what do we want to be intrinsic? I mean, brain transfer, we can transfer stats to a unit immediately. You know what you do? If you transfer the stats from your champion, even though it applies burnout, you can just reform your champion again. And then you have a unit with burnout, but if you can bring them back via, like, endlessness, which they are not. But if they were, then you could transfer the damage to a tycoon, bring him back with endlessness, and then he'll have the damage, but no burnout. But that's not going to happen here, is it? We could transfer stats to a molten encasement that's endless. Maybe not the best. Okay. Spell chain on... Holdover on mold would be better than spell chain. Spell chain is for something that we want to play twice. Brain transfer and replicator array are a little bit too expensive. We could make It's Alive free. We don't really need the lifesteal though if we have some reanimate and molding in the deck. So it's really like Sacred Wicks, then you can, reform a bunch of times quickly and then get a bunch of units out. Intrinsic on It's Alive is also tempting because you can make a unit stronger and make them more likely to live immediately, right out the gate. But not before deployment, after deployment, which is unfortunate. -1 in intrinsic, huh? Sure. It's Alive. -1 goes to the mold. Now it's really got to go to Surgical Strike. We want to replay that card. Spell Chain can go to It's Alive. We'll have that one be played twice at the beginning of combat. Magic Power and Consume. Let's make one good Surgical Strike. We'll put the +10 Magic Power on the free one. Permafrost on, like, Replicator Array might be nice so that you can actually, like, maybe copy the multi-striker at the right time. You could also put it on a Sacred Wick and then just have that be there. If you need to reform to bring some things back. Or on a Mortal Entrapment, that way you can play the days after you do damage to an enemy unit. That one might be nice. -2 and gain consume. They already consume, so we can't put it on a Replicator Array. I think one brain transfer is probably okay. Then it's way more playable. And then Holy Stone, we could put that on Mortal Entrapment. We're manipulating this deck very heavily right now, but I kind of like what we're doing to it. And then duplicate. We could duplicate... a tiny Wickless Tycoon is a lot of tanking and a lot of money. Brain transfer, we could transfer more stats over. Pincushion, I still don't want to do that now. I want to duplicate him later, maybe. Molten Encasement's kind of funny too, just have infinite stealth out. I guess if you play a Molten Encasement and you transfer the stats from the champion to the Molten Encasement, it'll burn out and give you a lot of stealth over a few turns, but that's like, you know, who cares? We could duplicate Bone Dog, get a ton of Pyre health. I think there's better plays though. There's gotta be. I'm just gonna do a Wickless Tycoon. That's really tiny. And then you know what, let's, I was gonna say let's purge the Calcified Ember, but we can play it. Like, what do we remove at this point? I guess let's... I don't know what to remove. I kind of like what we have in the deck. Surgical Strike? I mean, we have a better one. You know what? Get those cards out of here. We love mold, says Snail God Onion. I know you do. 4 spikes, Titan Skin, Enchant, Haste, 6/2. Quoto, the Absolute. I love that name. Every time I'm reminded of the best movie of all time. My hand is full. Okay, well, I can't play the things I want to play. But we can play double Wickless Tycoon and then maybe a Pincushion Paraffin Thug. Or a Rector. Pincushion Pufferfish? I really want the Plague Doctor out here, but we just don't have the capacity for him. We need more capacity. All right. At the very least, we're doing a decent amount of damage. It's gonna be hard to kill these units. I could copy my Pincushion and that would give us another 90 damage. Like, it is enough. Right, this is the problem with It's Alive, is that I can play it, but to what end? Yeah, okay, I see the problem. Making sure you don't die is nice. Stealth means we won't take damage. This will give us equipment next turn and do some damage. I do want the Molten Encasement out, but I think I want more damage first. Should be okay. Okay, now we're able to kill some more units. Soon. Actually, the Plague Doctor kills everything, I think. It kills one more unit and does some damage to you. It's something. Let's play a... Let's see what we got here. A couple of units. I could... You know, maybe... No. Well, it would give burnout to the Rector Flicker. No. If I transfer stats, then he'll just burn out in 2 turns, then I have to bring him back. It's not what I want. Ah, this one works. I like this brain transfer. Yeah. Now you've got a whole bunch of armor. Then... we're getting both kills. 90 damage. It's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage. Just gonna give you some stats. I hope we can deal with that top floor, but honestly, if we take a little bit of pyre damage, it's not the end of the world. You guys just have too much HP for me. And we can't kill the gold! Rip. Pincushion, I need you to scale faster. And 18. If we do 28 more damage, is that enough to kill you with 67 plus 28? It's literally 95. Abe, you have Titan skin, so you won't take the full brunt of the attack. What's molded that does a lot of damage? I mean, makeshift golem does 12. And you'll have more damage on the mold. $79. And then if you take 4, I can't quite kill you. You're gonna make it up. You're gonna hit the pyre. What a jerk. I hate you. Plague Doctor can't do it on their own. $84, because we're only doing 5 damage. You're gonna hit the pyre. What a garbage man. Is this the train game you love because you love trains, says X. As far as Steam is concerned, yeah. Alright, Bone Dog comes out. Surgical Strike can finally get some goddamn work done. 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 That's why I like the idea of Surgical Strike. You know what? Done. Done. I don't need to do this. This is just for fun at this point. Alright, who else can I kill? Alright, last wave. You're only taking 90! Oh my god. Well, if we can bring back the champion... Well, we're not bringing back the champion at all. I guess I could daze you, and dazing you means you're not gonna hit the pyre, but we still have to kill you. I mean, we have units we can play. Dazing you means you don't do damage to the pyre. Doing 157 to you next turn. If we draw molded, we can just bring back the champion. Ah, there's not gonna be room. Well, we can start by just putting more stats out here. And it's free. So there's stats. Taking 110. You can play you're gonna die in 2 turns and you'll blow up and give armor to everyone else. You can just do like some damage, who cares? I'd really like you to not hit the pyre, so I'm gonna play that. Bit of a whiff, I think, but that's okay. We really do need more unit damage. Or we need to upgrade the Plague Doctor in some fashion so that we can get more value out of her. Playing the equipment on you meant that you died because now you don't have lifesteal. I guess I'd rather not take the pyre damage, but maybe we want to take 6 damage so that we can buff his stats 3/3. Let's see. We've been taking a lot of Pyre damage lately. Maybe we don't want to mess with it too much. I guess we're doing additional damage. This does less damage. That's what's going on there. Okay, well in that case, sure. This is acceptable. I will mold a unit that will give me 10 gold. Not a great fight, but we are doing the challenges, specifically for more cash. Dare I say, I almost feel like I need more capacity. But I think energy is probably more important. Gain 1 energy for every friendly unit death. Maybe Votivary, possibly, but these just take up capacity. And add calcified embers. But Votivary does give us money. It doesn't really cost us a draw. It'll be able to block corruption. So like, it has uses. I feel like other than the Ember, that's a pretty nice one. The energy, like, if we could hold it over is fine, but there's not really a turn in which we really need that much energy most of the time. If we can make it not consume and come back around, maybe. I guess the energy is important. Maybe we can do something with it. Remove equipment, apply plus 30 damage. 1 HP, 10 health, and life steal 2. Friendly units gain life steal 2. More damage spells. Okay. Left is unit upgrades. We still need unit upgrades. More so than trinkets, I think. Large stone, do we have a small stone? We do, but they're already full. We could make a large stone pincushion, but I don't think we need the stats as much as we need like Titanite or multi-strike. I mean, I could Titanite him and then duplicate him, then he's a 100 damage unit. We have 2 of them in the deck. I still think I would prefer to just upgrade him. Yeah, the explosive Plague Doctor. I guess for them, let's just give her more damage so that she can get more unstable. And I'll just give her HP so that she's a little bit tankier, because, you know, 9 health is not that much. Large stone and Titanite. Makeshift Golem? I need multi-strike on Pincushion. We're gonna reroll. We're gonna look for it. So let's get Titanite on the Golem. And if we give him Large Stone, he's his own tank for a big floor. It's not bad. We have the money. This is why we've been going into cash builds. Multi-strike is perfect. Quick works on the Plague Doctor pretty nicely, because if they attack and apply the unstable, then their damage will apply to all the units behind them. So I kind of like that. Plague Doctor scales damage high if you can get a sweep attack. No equipment in the game applies sweeping. You can get trample, you can get quick. Sweeping has to be written on the card, unfortunately. But I think quickness on the Plague Doctor is fine. Reanimate, we'll throw that on. I can throw that on the Plague Doctor. Or, oh, plus 15 attack. If we put the burnout on the Plague Doctor, they come out, quick, attack, apply it, die, and then if they reform, they'll have more stats. I kind of like that. Reanimate, I'll throw this on Paraffin Thug. Hope they make new equipment for the old clan, says Snail God Onion. It's been confirmed, Snail God. That's going to be probably the next major update of the game. They're going to have more things for the other clans. It will be nice. See, now a duplicated pincushion might be nice, but I think... I mean, I was really missing Surgical Strike last time. I really feel like I needed that card. so that I could kill enemies. I mean, I know how much I'm gonna want this, but 14 damage, at this point we're gonna have the cherubs have like 30, 60 HP, the bell ringers are gonna have like 35, like the legendary ones, so like that. Surgical Strike's not gonna be able to kill them. Another target in mold might be nice, so that we can get our units back faster, like the Plague Doctor, the Champion, even maybe Molten Encasement, but it takes them a long time to die. Reroll? Already done. I've bought out this shop completely. I could have gotten some good relics, but really, Tomb units give you energy is the one that I would have wanted to see. Brain transfer. I mean, a second Mortal Entrapment. It is healing. It permafrosts. We can use it when we need to kill an enemy that's moving up. I kind of like that. Mortal Entrapment is a really good card. If we take it, we have to go energy, though. I think I'm okay with that. I really like Mortal Entrapment as a card. Okay. So we need damage down here. The Plague Doctor is a banner unit, but we didn't draw the other one because they were... our hand is full. We have too many cards in the deck that we draw. We need to dump like Lady of the House. I don't care about her. Rector's gonna come out. We need damage. Pincushion's gonna come out. I will play a Plague Doctor. Hopefully we can get at least some AoE with that. Boss will spawn down here, but I don't care. I've got my champion. Not the right time for Surgical Strike, but I could kill a Molten Encasement 3 times. And it's endless. So, like, why not, right? So, Risky Operation. Nice on Pincushion. Also really good for the Plague Doctor. Get her 10 more damage. In fact, Brain Transfer can do that as well. No, sorry, not Brain Transfer. It's Alive can do that as well. It's like buff, pull, Molten Encasement, kill, 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 grant stealth to everybody. X says, I think this song is the most catchy one on the list. This is a pretty good song. I will not deny. Yeah, I think so advance you. Advance you. Molten Encasement. Strike. Strike. Might as well kill you. We've got another one, but we're not doing anything with it. I want the Plague Doctor to have even more damage. Oh, but now we could, like, transfer 8 stealth to a single target. Like, I could give her 16 stealth. I don't think we want to do that, though. I like him being here giving us the money. I'm just going to give her more damage. And maybe we'll just save Brain Transfer for later. I don't see the need to play it right now. But everything down here should die. I mean, they can't get past my units. They have freaking infinity stealth, and hopefully we can keep it going. Speaking of, nothing's available to mold, so you come out. We will play a tank. Okay, we got even more stealth. Yeah, that worked well. And now Mortal Entrapment, I really like it for the flying bosses because I can always stop you from applying damage shield, spell shield nonsense. Pretty nice. When my champion dies, we can play the Plague Doctor. They're going to be reformable, so we should play them somewhere. There you go. They're an expensive unit, though. I do wish they were a little bit cheaper. Let's get some of our assistants out. Well, you know what? Let's get the Tycoon out. Then we'll get the assistants out when we can get more money out of them. We're also gaining money from killing our own units too, forgot about that. It's like, why wouldn't I go infinity stealth? That seems perfect. And then Bone Dog, Paraffin Thug, put you like here. We get the Quick Plague Doctor, who we can play here. That should be enough to kill everyone. Rector Flicker can go pretty much anywhere. Put you here. So, like, survivability, especially for Relentless, is not a problem right now. Everything else is. Could gain a lot of energy and then Replicator Ray. The only person with equipment is him, though, which I don't really care about doubling that. Although we could gain energy and then get a bunch of days out. Not like we need to. I think I'm just gonna maybe consume this. I can't consume this. Well, hold on, I can double up on you and then just keep buffing the original. Yeah, there's no reason not to there's no reason not to do that. Remember that silence is your enemy. I have a way of dealing with that today. I have Surgical Strike in my deck, believe it or not. Watch this. Strike. 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 And then we want to play, just want to play equipment on the one that's not cardless. But look at that, Molten Encasement. All right, well, we'll play a Molten Encasement, and then strike, and then strike, and then strike. We have 59 stealth. Gotta love that. Don't kill Bone Dog. You know what? You can probably go. I don't need you to give me money. Should definitely play the Plague Doctor. I'm gonna wager that we probably don't need any more stealth, but Plague Doctor, if I play him down here, won't have any, and they will die. So I guess I will just play you up here. And then an assistant, strike, an assistant. Well, I could strike the assistant, or I could buff you permanently. Let's buff you permanently. This is when I would like to have more energy. You know what? I'll bring you back later, maybe. Can't kill any other units for money, so I guess I'll hit you, end my turn. Yeah, this is not that bad. Only problem late game is raw damage. Yeah, we're gonna need more damage. I'm hoping Pincushion can get us where we need to go for the Titans. But the waves should be no problem, especially if we can buff the damage of like Plague Doctors. We have Reforming, we have Molten Encasements. Like, Savagery won't kill my units. That's not what I'm worried about here. What I'm worried about is the Corruption, even though we do have Endless units, they should be okay, and Summoning. And I worry about Dominion, but if we enter the fight with enough health and we daze Dominion, it shouldn't be that problematic. It might be a little risky. We'll have to fiddle. Probably a little bit. Advance apply lifesteal 1 and plus 10 attack. We don't need it. Just dump the Pyre damage. We have so much cash. I love it. I need this cash because I need to get many upgrades. So buff. I might take 1 Pyre damage to buff him again, because we have Surgical Strike. If I mold, I could get a lot of money here. But then I won't have the ability to play this, because we didn't draw energy. Oh, that's in the... Oh, I played it to discard it so I wouldn't draw it again. See, now I need that to be permafrost, so I can dump my mortal entrapments. Okay, so do we buff Pincushion, or do we go for a little bit more gold? I think we buff Pincushion. I want him to be stronger. Take the 1. Don't need to play anything else. We don't need any more money. Is there anyone that we can kill for cash? Not that I want to. Okay. Health is looking fine, and we're healing passively from the dog anyways. 43 unstable is pretty nice. I am starting to understand the value of unstable more, but it is still hard to use it appropriately unless you can still do 500 damage per turn, because you still have to kill that enemy who's getting hit with the unstable. And most of the time the front enemy has a bunch of health, especially when we start going to fight 7. Multi-strike equipment is pretty good. 3 rares. Tough to say no. Oh, it's 3 rares because it's a boss fight. I think we need the energy. Capacity is not a big problem. Okay. I don't think we need Merchant of Steel. I think we've upgraded the units enough. We are missing minor upgrades, like Lady of the House is probably going to get purged anyways. Paraffin Thug does not have a multi-strike. The Plague Doctors have been upgraded. And since we have multi-strike equipment, we can give them multi-strike if we want, but probably not on the burnout one. Yeah, this is fine. We're going to go to the right, heal up. 200 champion. Buys us some time. Ah, holdover molded. Now, do we hold over Spell Chain molded? It's 2 energy per turn if we do that. Might not be worth it. We could Spell Chain Memories of the Melted, gain a ton of energy. Permafrost is still really nice on that. I don't think we need that much energy. We need this thing to not consume and then get permafrost. I think that would be better. Spell Chain Brain Transfer, I mean, there are situations when I can play this, but I don't think it's really what I'm looking for. We should buy upgrades though, we have tons of cash. We have an energy problem. We need molded to be cheaper. I think we'll just Spell Chain Brain Transfer and we'll just play it when we can. -2 gain consumed. One energy for each friendly unit death this battle. Risky operation, apply +10 attack and lifesteal. Reduce friendly unit to 1 health. I'll take it. Permafrost! Memories of the Melted. Exactly what I wanted. Double stack. Lifesteal 4 on Risky Operation. That's not too bad. -1 on Molded. Beautiful. I guess we'll double stack it, because why not? We have the cash again. Okay, removal. What works, what does not work in this deck right now? I think most of it works. We probably don't need 2 Sacred Wicks, but they consume. In fact, we certainly don't need 2, because I'm only really bringing back the assistance, which I don't care about. I'd much rather specifically bring back the bomb or the champion, which will happen once we draw through the deck enough. So I'm gonna dump the other Wick. Which, you know, rip, because I added it to the damn deck. I just don't think we need it. Oh, it's gotta be you, huh? Oh, and it's gotta be Silence. It's not that bad. It's annoying, but it's not that bad. This is also not that bad because our units are healthy enough, and if they die, it doesn't matter. We can turn it on. But I hate the silence. I have a way around it, though. I do have the... Where is it? Surgical Strike. So we might want to play like a floor 2 main, just so that we can have more time to kill the silence units. Because I really want to have, I want to be able to make sure, ideally, that we can kill our bombs, our tomb units. I want to make sure we get the stealth out there. Best way to do that, don't be silenced. So maybe floor 2, or even floor 3 could be the final floor to kill the boss on. Because if we have 50 stealth, they're not going to kill us. Like, they literally cannot. Rector Flicker does kill a prayer stone in one hit. So if we wanted to, we could still like play down here, like quick Plague Doctor, Pincushion. But if we're silenced, it won't do any damage. I still think you do it. Play the Pincushion. Maybe we don't need the quick Plague Doctor, but getting him out early is nice so we can keep reforming him. Let's get you out. We have a unit, we have a spot for a bomb. Get as many units played as possible. Oh, but it's not big boys, it's just the one hitters, the 1 HP dudes. This is totally fine. This is exceptional. It's perfect. I don't care about your silence. Oh, it's so good. Okay. Advance, apply life steal 1 and plus 10 attack. If we buff the attack of the Plague Doctor, then when they are reformed, they will have the damage. I like that. I really do. I like that a lot. So I'm gonna buff you. Paraffin Thug can come out, and Molten Encasement totally still fits down here. Yeah, let's do it. Excellent. Kills him very quickly. Not on every floor, just your floor. Acceptable. Brain transfer. Brain transfer. I mean, what? Why not? Kill our champion, make a 200 damage Molten Encasement that gives stealth 4 on death. It'll never die. Well, it'll burn out very quickly, honestly, but it's still funny. Okay, you get played, you get played, you get played. I think you do it. It's funny. And then what? I don't know. I guess you can play the lady and have her die in like 2 turns. I don't really know how to... I don't know the ideal use case for brain transfer. Still gotta figure that one out. Okay, Plague Doctor. We are not silenced, so Plague Doctor should be able to... Oh, because you have too much HP. I could get a lot more damage out here, but how are we gonna kill Collector? I'd like to try. Plague Doctor won't be able to kill the Avowed Gladiator. If we put her in front, she's dead, she's not quick. We could put her out and then the molten encasement out, and then she will hit the purified soul, which will then explode and kill everyone behind. Why not? You're burning out, so you're gonna go away in a minute. This actually does work. And now you're taking 461. I don't know why we buffed your damage so much. Like we're doing like another 300 to you? Why? Oh, because we're doing 200, because the molten encasement's able to hit you now, that's why. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Dump that, because we'll draw the vampire's teeth in a minute. I love just watching the gold just go up and up and up and up and up. So silence is a problem, there's surgical strike, thank you. Yoink. Who do we want to have multi-strike? Honestly, I think we still dump it on the pincushion. Like, that's his job. His job is to take all of the equipment. So, I think we will play you and kill you. I think we will play you and kill you. And then we can buff you. And we have more equipment coming in, so I kind of don't want to play this right now. But honestly, it doesn't really matter. Like, killing the enemies is no problem at this point, is it? So go ahead, play it. I'll bring back a... If I bring back Paraffin Thug, I can get 30 gold. Perfect, perfect. Perfect. Surgical strike is piercing. Hey, handy. All right, well, end turn. Do we still have like a energy card coming up soon? I think we do. There it is. All right, bomb. And twisted back. Which, we don't have to play down here. We could play it up here and it'll still die, all the same. So we can bring back a card, probably the molten encasement that does 200 damage. And then if we play this unit here, that's a kill. Oh, I love my Wickless Tycoon tanks. They're so funny. And it's a perfect time for a surgical strike. Excellent. This might be a good time for allowing us to play Replicator Ray. What can we reform? I mean, I could reform the bomb back, like kill it. Oh no, it's endless. We can't do that. You're not endless. You can come back. And then let's give you some more damage. And replicate you. 289 damage is not too bad. Murder you, can't play the equipment because I'm a fool. You know, this might be a good time to just dump Memories of the Melted specifically so I can play that equipment. So I'm going to do that. And then we will end turn. Who kills that 500 HP bad boy? Well, now he's got 100 HP. And you're dead because there's nothing you can do. I have 67 turns of stealth. I could kill all of your units, but that would cost me your spikes, so I'm not going to do that. So what I will do instead is just get a whole bunch of money. Who can I kill? I can kill you. Come here. Come here. Thank you. And then we end turn, safe in the knowledge that you are dead. How does stealth work in this? Asks X. So for 66 turns, the enemy cannot attack me, which means I have 66 turns of just wailing on the enemy for free. It's pretty good. Perform a unit and apply +10 attack, but also calcified ember. I just don't see us needing it. A second reform card is nice, but theoretically we could just duplicate molded, you know? +30 attack, remove equipment. Also pretty nice, but I don't think we need it. Merchant of Trinkets either way. I think... Man, it would be really nice to pick up kills give you +1 energy, like on a room. We get duplication, so we can duplicate the molded as well. We can keep our units coming back every time. I think that's the play. Merchant of Magic might be nice, but a lot of our power right now just comes from our units and the stealth that we gain. We can't be killed. More Reformation is positive, and I would like another one of those cards in the deck. We're gonna have to suffer corruption, which is annoying, but honestly, if our bottom floor dies, we can just reform everything on the middle floor, or maybe not reform everything on the middle floor, but the middle floor can still have like 30 turns of stealth. I think it'll be fine. And we can daze the boss, so we can keep a floor isolated from the corruption, ideally. Daze and silence and muting counters this boss pretty heavily. So I think we want duplication. We don't need the health, we don't need the money, the Merchant of Magic, our spells suck anyways. Yes, oh my god, that helps so much. Deployment energy. Equipping a unit applies armor or rage. I'll take it. Advancing a unit works pretty well so that we can hit them with the unstable and then kill them quickly, as opposed to having to kill the tanks. But the units on this fight are not particularly tanky, and this doesn't work on the Titan fight. The unit in the back is the boss, so this does nothing on the Titan fight, weirdly enough. Also, if it hits Seraph, it won't move him either. 2,000 equals, mass trinket. We're buying everything. I'll buy this, because why not? Units get an extra upgrade slot. RIP. Draw an equipment card from your deck. It reduces its cost to 0. I mean, I have 0 equipment cards in my deck. We don't have time to upgrade the units. So, armor 14 on reanimate is something I'm not gonna take, because I don't want the bombs to have too much health. I want to kill them with my own cards in order to stockpile stealth. If I give them 14 armor, I literally can't kill them because 14 equals 14. So weirdly enough, I think this is not what we want. No, our other units don't reanimate, and we're not building around the reanimation. The reanimation is just a means to an end to gather stealth. So yeah, it's just, all 3 of these are weirdly enough skips, and I kind of hate that because feels like a bad Merchant of Trinkets. I could take equipment and then draw it, but we have too many banner units. Silence? I mean, literally, it's not bad. Like, it's really good. It's the best room probably in the game. There's a reason why they nerfed it by making it more expensive. But are we even going to have silent units on this fight? I don't think so. But honestly, I'm not entirely certain how the Seraph fight works. Are the units in this fight dependent on what we've seen previously, or is it set per Seraph? For instance, melee weakness always has the sweepers in the back. The last time we fought Seraph, we had silence, so will we also have silent units here, and we can counter their silence with our silence? Either way, we still want it. On the Titan fight, it can reduce the rage gain. I'll take it. We don't have magic power. We don't need Slay Reanimate. It's a reroll. All of them? Okay, you know, that's tempting too. Hall of Mirrors. Double down on a Molten Encasement, double down on a Pincushion. I kind of like this, because if you deploy Hall of Mirrors, you can just override it later with Silence. So we can have two 81 times 3s, we can have 2 Plague Doctors. You have the 0 cost equipment option in the shop. Yes, but I see what you mean. We can have a free Void armament, but we don't need the multi-strike. Like, we have enough damage. Am I gonna give Pincushion another hit? Am I gonna give the Plague Doctor another hit when she's burnout? No. Like, I don't think that warrants an addition, weirdly enough. But the Hall of Mirrors is tempting because we could put down double bombs. I keep calling them bombs. These are not the bombs, these are the stealth option. But double Molten Encasements, double Pincushion, double Plague Doctor. We can override it later if we want. I really like the idea of having a lot more damage, a lot more power. With 5 pips of capacity, we could double down on a Pincushion and a Plague Doctor at the beginning of combat. I like it. It would be... We could also double up on the Rector. Like... Okay, what about this? What about this? You play... a Pincushion, a Plague Doctor, and then 2 Rector Flickers in front. How many banner units do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Really? 1, 2, 3. Oh, the 11th is we keep getting a graft unit. So we would need to purge 2 banner units in order to also draw the Hall of Mirrors on turn 1. We'd get 2 200 damage champions, who we can then, oh my god, we can then brain transfer the damage into 1 Rector Flicker. I have to try, that's too funny. That's way too funny. But I do need to purge 2 deployable units. Lady of the House can go. And... honestly, Paraffin Thug can go. Okay, so that should be enough. Anything else we want to remove? Probably not. I think we still want to dupe the Molded. Even the assistants are fine because we can get equipment out of them, and we don't need to buff Pincushion at this point. We can just play the equipment, I think. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I want to remove anything. I really like the deck. Probably don't need this many Wickless Tycoons, but having more tanks is always a good thing, I think. All right, let's go for it. I suppose realistically we don't need this many assistants, we can probably get rid of a few of them, but I kind of like having them. Okay, so we want double Rector. We want a Plague Doctor, and I think we want Pincushion. So, Pincushion? We don't need the quick Plague Doctor here. We'll do the other Plague Doctor. Then Hall of Mirrors, then double Rector. And then a golem up here will eat the aggro, but so will a puffer flesh. So will a plague, we can hit you with a Plague Doctor, like who cares? Getting you out so I can mold you was nice. You're gonna come out just to take the aggro, and you'll be the one that dies. Let's play a Wickless Tycoon here. I want you to be stronger. I could duplicate you now. We don't need to, but I could. No, instead we will get another Tycoon out. Get another one of you out just so that you die, you know, as soon as possible. And then everything else we're just gonna hold on to. Now, ideally the boss will skip the bottom. Oh, damn it. Whatever, we can Mortal Entrapment if we need to, and we will need to. Yeah, okay, fair enough. We didn't draw a room yet, which is unfortunate, but we can prevent the boss from acting. So. Might as well kill you all. And then we need to play our own units. Look, we could get the money. It doesn't matter. Instead, okay, and then we can't kill anyone else. I don't want to kill Bone Dog. So let's get 5 energy. Daze you, and now you're not going to be applying corruption to this floor. That's very important to me. Also, the equipment is very strong at this point. So next fight, we'll just use the equipment on our units. No problem there. Okay, everything seems fine. Dude, Surgical Strike is a really good spell. Trample on the Plague Doctor? Nah. Well, although honestly, I should have put equipment on her, buffing her damage by 50. We just don't need it. We just don't need it in this combat. We're over the hump because we can daze him constantly now. Nothing will make it through. We're gonna win. I'm not worried. Let's give you more damage. And still can't put out. Honestly, Trample Rage on the Pincushion is nice. Still can't put out more units because we're waiting for Zone of Silence. Whatever. It'll, you know, whatever. I'll keep you dazed for a few more turns. There we go. So Zone of Silence needs to come out. That way I can play freaking units. And let's get the stealth going now. So we will I'd love that multi-strike equipment, I think. I can put that on the Plague Doctor. That's a good one to have. Stacks up the unstable even more. Why not? Yeah, but you know, why not, but why? I could always just put it on Pincushion, and then next combat use the Plague Doctor, because she's living forever. Oh my god, it's gonna be one hell of a turn. I mean, he's hitting for 208 times 4 now. That's pretty good. Who else needs to be out? I'd like the Plague Doctor. Yeah, 400 damage Rector is fine too. Play you here. Play you maybe here. Play you here. And then we'll murder our own units. I mean, I like that. Just a little damage on the wreck. Yeah, just a little, just a wee bit of damage. Just a wee bit of damage on the wrecked. Or, well, that surgical strike buffed the damage we're doing to the boss by 300. Excellent. Yeah. Might as well hit you, I guess. He's still dazed for 3 turns. He'll lose his action when we go to Relentless, but he'll keep the strike, which means he won't apply corruption for every single turn of the combat. So we should be safe from corruption as long as we don't have any before that fight, before that moment. Two moldeds might be a bit much right now because we don't need them. So I might even just not even play that. I might just let it go. Wish my tomb units gave me energy. That would have been a sick relic to have. Yeah. Advance, apply lifesteal 1 and plus 10 attack. I can do that, I think, on this Plague Doctor. Oh yeah, you're dying. I forgot about that. You don't have any stealth, but you were quick. So you did a decent job of wounding enemies behind you. All right, well, they're not making it through the Rector. He's still dying, but they're not making it through him. We're gonna have 144 HP moving up, which is gonna be nice. God, I love doing that. It's just so satisfying. And pretty much Pincushion is just wiping the floor. I don't know, there's no reason to even play it at this point. We have no corruption, so we're not gonna have any corruption. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. All right. Fight the Titans. This has been a fun run. I didn't know if leaning into the stealth bombers was the right play. I think it ended up being the right play. It's a pretty cool strat. Now we could double up on Pincushion, but I think I don't think we need anything. Like, I think we're totally, I think we can do anything and we will win. Like, if I double up on Pincushion, I could double up on a Wickless Tycoon in front, but, like... I think we just play exactly what we played before. I want you to die and give me equipment. You can start tanking up a floor. You can come out and die and eat the corruption for 1 turn. And we drew, like, perfectly. This is exactly what we want to see. Whew, Lord. So I will just play you and play you, and I will play you, and I don't think we need to brain transfer again. Although if we do that, we can move the reanimation over. Like, we could just kill one of our units immediately and get some stealth out there. We don't need to. We just, who cares? I'll do that just to make sure we have some damage on the Plague Doctor and then just end turn. I could give the Plague Doctor 443 damage. You know what? Hold on a minute. I think I'm realizing something. Brain transfer. Brain transfer. Molten encasement. Oh, we got 2 of them. Beautiful. Why are you taking 13 damage? Oh, because of trample. That's fine. All right, well, that was a weird thought I had. That's a lot. That's a lot. Now, you are burning out, but that's not a huge problem. I'll just bring you back. That's why I have those cards in the deck. I have 6 turns to draw them. I think I'll be fine. There we go. All right, I think this is gonna work. It's a live Plague Doctor. That Plague Doctor wipes the whole floor now. Maybe this is the synergy that you want with the Plague Doctors. Goodness. All right. So now at this point, what do we want on Pincushion? Because we can pick and choose now. 1 piece of equipment on him, which one is the best one? Honestly, Trample Rage seems like it's gonna be great. It also buffs his damage by like 50, so there you go. Not like we really need the trample damage, but like, why not? What else are we gonna play? Oh yeah, by the way, here's Rector Flicker. I forgot about Rector Flicker. Get flicked. For you, and then let's get our Lifesteal. I guess just play him up here. We have a lot of garbage units that eat the corruption, which is nice, and the tomb units will do it down here too. And they just come back. Look at that. Still want a holdover. We can now bring back a quick, cheap Plague Doctor. Eat the corruption. Need to play Zone of Silence. We don't have to, but it would be nice to be able to play more units than just double Molten Encasement. Then again, this floor is awesome. Where's the puppy? I haven't drawn him yet. He's still here, don't worry. Maybe we just let this floor sit, because double Molten Encasement with a 400 damage Plague Doctor behind is stupid, and I love it. So maybe we could play it up here. Like, I don't need anyone to get Lifesteal either, so I'm just gonna end turn. I don't even need to use Memories of the Melted. I'm saving that because when we draw the Daze enablers, we want to be able to play both of those, ideally. I need to also move this Molten Encasement in the front, which we can do, we just have to shuffle to do it. So, unfortunately, it'll take a while. Because this is the cardless one, which is not what we wanted. We can also do it once we get Surgical Strike, but it's still in the draw pile. Okay. If you get corrupted, it doesn't matter. If you get corrupted, we want to stop that. We can mold back a Plague Doctor, because why not? Strike, Gain, Rage, Trample. We have one of those already. I think I'd rather... Well, you have only 3 Burnout. We're going to have to keep giving you Burnout. It might be better to just let you kind of die eventually. We could probably give you some lifesteal. And I know you're burning out too. Like, I want to play the equipment because I don't need it. The question is who gets it. Play it on you, why not? Just get out of my deck. You're gonna hit me one more time. As soon as we draw the other Mortal Entrapment, we'll play them both. And then we're gonna be passing a lot of turns. Might as well. Might as well. 1 HP, but 10 damage and lifesteal 4. Nobody really needs this. Although, if we keep you healing, then we have a good tank in the back, so I'll do that. I should not have played this. Well, no, because I do want to make sure we can keep molding every turn. But we have another one in the deck, but whatever. Whatever. Stun the Savage. We could, but it doesn't matter. Like, if all of our floors have stealth or a 400 HP champion, it doesn't, I don't care if he has 100 damage or 1,000 damage. He never hits the Pyre. I guess technically I don't have to stun Dominion because what do I care if the Dominion is hitting the Pyre. I could stop the garbage from being added. Oh no, you're not silenced, never mind. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I think the TLDR is that it just doesn't matter. We can pretty much do anything that we want. Now you are burning out, so mold to the rescue next turn. Let's play our other units. He's taking 420 damage, that's perfect. One day I'll get that puppy too. Yeah, there you are. I mean, honestly, this is a pretty nice floor for you. Mark. Now, I need to replay my sick Plague Doctors. This one only has Burnout 1. I guess I'll bring you back next turn. But I'll have 2 of you, which is... Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's pretty fun too. I like that. And then... Kill ya. Kill ya. Kill ya. Kill ya. Kill ya. Hey, there's another Molten Encasement. We kill you. We kill you. We kill you. We kill you. Okay, next turn is Mortal Entrapment, finally. All right, now what? Doesn't count as lethal. Rip. You know, yeah, like, I don't know. I don't know when to play Mortal Entrapment because it's literally not necessary. Well, I mean, I have 18. I let you get corrupted. I'll be your healing. You'll be fine. You'll be fine, even with that. I wish I could send a unit up here. All right, there's 29 energy. Who do we daze? We are about to shuffle. If I let you keep hitting me, you make the fight faster. So you know what? I have decided. Let's make the fight faster. Molten encasement. Another plague doctor. Can't play him down here, but that's okay. We'll start building up. Maybe some endless up here. Well, they're both dead, which is very unfortunate. Play like a burnout 4 plague doctor here. And we have a makeshift golem, which we can play here. And they'll murder you. You're dead in 1 turn. 1,000 unstable. Yeah, I've never had that much unstable before, but this is like the perfect scenario for boosting the damage of a single plague doctor with 400 HP from our champion. I just wish I could do it again, but I don't think there's an easy way of making that happen. Also, ×2. Oh, it's too good, man. It's too good. And again, like, we're exceptionally well suited for Relentless because we have 115 stealth on our pincushion. Stealth is overpowered. The only thing it can't solve is raw damage for the waves and silence. But for Relentless, it's the only thing you need. All right, a couple more mastered cards. Surgical Strike. I'm a believer now. I'm a believer. Like a holdover free Surgical Strike would be super powerful. Yeah. Ding, ding, ding. Extinguish triggers 307. New record. 24 of 180 complete. For now, for those of you on YouTube, hey, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live, support the channel at the various links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Monster Train.